The focus of YES has been to spot, discover, and encourage such young people who seem to belong to that category of what Aurobindo has called the sun-eyed children of a marvelous dawn. And this is one of those little efforts, the Sunlit Path Awards, in which we try and spot and discover some such youngsters with that level of consciousness, where one can expect that as they grow up, they will contribute significantly to this rise in the level of human consciousness.
My painting, titled Wrapped in Warmth, represents one person holding on to the other person and telling them that they are not alone through their struggles. They are telling them that their pain is seen and their feelings are heard and they are not fighting their battles alone.
I made a painting and wrote a poem about Mahasaraswati, who to me shows the importance of being sincere and grateful. My painting represents Mahasaraswati as a symbol of sincerity and knowledge. The angels represent gratitude by offering the flower of sincerity. The other parts of the painting represent the things that support us on our path. I think this painting symbolizes all that supports us when we are on the spiritual journey.
This competition became much more than an event for me. It became a moment of returning to myself. And winning this prize is an honor, but what I value even more is the experience of creating something that felt authentic. And more than anything, I've discovered a newfound interest not only in writing poetry, but also in discovering the deeper and quieter aspects of spirituality.
I have been a witness to the impact that expressing gratitude has on my near and dear ones, lightening their faces up with mesmerizing smiles, including me. Simultaneously, sincerity is a value that only a few retain and maintain, that allows them to be determined, focused, and goal oriented.
Namaste, everyone. I welcome you all to this special event. We are having today the online function for presenting the Sunlit Path Awards 2025. Let us begin with invocation and devotional music in the melodious voice of Dr. Mithu Pal.
सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। शांति शांति शांति। असतो मा सद्गमय असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय 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 मृत्योर्मा अमृतम गमय अमृतम गमय अमृतम गमय अमृतम गमय। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। श्री अरविन्द भक्ति प्रणाम श्री अरविन्द भक्ति प्रणाम अति मानस के ज्योतित सरसिज दिव्य जगत जीवन के वर द्विज चिदानंद के स्वर्णिम मनसिज चिदानंद के स्वर्णिम मनसिज ज्योति धाम सज्ञान प्रणाम ज्योति धाम सज्ञान प्रणाम श्री अरविन्द भक्ति प्रणाम श्री अरविन्द भक्ति प्रणाम दिव्य तुम्हारा परम तपोबल अमृत ज्योति से भर दे भूतल दिव्य तुम्हारा परम तपोबल अमृत ज्योति से भर दे भूतल सफल मनोरथ सृष्टि हो सकल सफल मनोरथ सृष्टि हो सकल श्री ललाम निष्काम प्रणाम श्री ललाम निष्काम प्रणाम श्री अरविन्द भक्ति प्रणाम श्री अरविन्द भक्ति प्रणाम विश्वात्मा के नव विकास तुम परम चेतना के प्रकाश तुम विश्वात्मा के नव विकास तुम परम चेतना के प्रकाश तुम ज्ञान भक्ति के श्री के विलास तुम ज्ञान भक्ति श्री के विलास तुम पूर्ण प्रकाम सकर्म प्रणाम पूर्ण प्रकाम सकर्म प्रणाम श्री अरविन्द भक्ति प्रणाम श्री अरविन्द भक्ति प्रणाम अति मानस के ज्योतित सरसिज दिव्य जगत जीवन के वर द्विज चिदानंद के स्वर्णिम मनसिज चिदानंद के स्वर्णिम मनसिज ज्योति धाम सज्ञान प्रणाम ज्योति धाम सज्ञान प्रणाम श्री अरविन्द भक्ति प्रणाम श्री अरविन्द भक्ति प्रणाम श्री अरविन्द भक्ति प्रणाम
I now invite and request Dr. Ramesh Bijlani sir to address the audience and share a little about the YES project and the Sunlit Path Awards by YES.
Thank you, Arunima, for setting the tone with that beautiful invocation. My dear brothers and sisters, the love and blessings of the Mother and Sri Aurobindo to all of you. Most of you would have realized why we selected today for this particular function. It's because it's the closest Saturday to the 24th of November, which is Sri Aurobindo Siddhi Day, which means that he experienced yet one more of his Siddhis, and it was made public on the 24th of November in 1926, almost exactly 100 years ago. But then this is also the day on which he handed over the charge of the ashram to the mother. And therefore, it's formally considered the foundation day of Sri Aurobindo Ashram, Pondicherry. And it was, in fact, under the care of the mother that the ashram really grew and became truly what one can call an ashram. In fact, there was never sort of a special effort to try and establish an ashram or found an ashram. As Sri Aurobindo said, the ashram grew by itself. Uh, but all the same, there is a formal foundation day, and that is the 24th of November. And when the mother started with the ashram in 1926, there were hardly 25 disciples. And under her care, over a period of about 50 years, uh, they grew to more than 1,000. So the ashram was essentially the creation of the mother. And the significance was that it became a laboratory where one could test whether the mother's and Sri Aurobindo's philosophy of bringing spirituality into everyday life could actually be put into practice in the modern world. And as everyone can see, it was a highly successful experiment. It could be brought into all the departments that were established in the ashram in Pondicherry, and also particularly in the school. Why particularly the school? Because that is where the future is built, the children who are the future of the world. And in Sri Aurobindo and the mother's philosophy, as you know, there is a great emphasis on a bright future based on the evolutionary thrust. And what it essentially means is that we are now poised for the next leap in evolution, which is around the corner. And therefore, we can expect the world to become a much better place to live in than it has been for thousands of years. And what it would essentially mean is that the average level of human consciousness will go up significantly. And the result will be that we will have a society that will have human beings who will typically be not ego driven, as has been the case for thousands of years, but will be love driven. And that makes all the difference, because ego is a separative principle, whereas love is a uniting principle. And that makes so much of a difference. Instead of thinking about me versus all the others, we'll be thinking about all of us. And instead of thinking of whose need is what is my need and what is somebody else's need, we would be thinking of uh, which need is more important and address that first. So that is what will eventually wipe out the basic problems of human existence, such as inequality, injustice, misery, and suffering. And therefore, the world does not have to be a place of misery and suffering forever, just because it has been so for thousands of years. It will change. But then who will bring about this change? Who will bring about this change are the young people who are being born now, who have been born for the last few decades. These are the people who will do it. And therefore, the focus of YES has been to spot, discover, and encourage such young people who hold that promise, who seem to belong to that category of what Sri Aurobindo has called the sun-eyed children of a marvelous dawn, who will arrive in larger and larger numbers on this planet in the years to come. And this is one of those little efforts, the Sunlit Path Awards, in which we try and spot and discover some such youngsters and who have arrived on this planet with that type of a promise, with that level of consciousness, where one can expect that as they grow up, they will contribute significantly to this rise in the level of human consciousness, the typical human consciousness. And that is the significance of this function and of the other few awards and scholarships and fellowships which the YES project has instituted. So with that little introduction, I hand it over to Arunima for what you've all been waiting for.
Thank you so much, sir. So now we move on to the conferment of the awards. We will present the certificates to each of the participants, and simultaneously they get a chance to speak about their creation and about their experience during this period. All of you are requested to keep it below 2 minutes so that everyone gets a chance to speak. So our first award goes to Adya Mishra. She's receiving this certificate for a painting titled Wrapped in Warmth. Congratulations, Adya.
Thank you.
And here's a glimpse of her creation and the description that she gave.
Hey, good evening, everyone. My name is Adya Mishra, and I'm truly honored to be here today. To begin with, I would like to start by thanking the organizers, Yes Spirituality, and my school, the MIS, for giving me this wonderful opportunity. It truly means a lot for artists to have a place where they can share their thoughts and expressions. My painting titled Wrapped in Warmth represents one person in holding on to the other person and telling them that they are not alone through their struggles. It's, uh, they are telling them that their pain is seen and their feelings are heard and they are not fighting their battles alone. When I first saw the details of this competition on my email ID, I was full of excitement and enthusiasm. My topic was sincerity and gratitude. And when I was thinking about what to draw, I pondered over the things that I am grateful for in my life. I am grateful for my school, the people around me who make me feel heard and seen, the people I can count on, and have have stuck who have stood beside me through thick and thin. This painting is my personal expression of gratitude to my friends, family, and teachers as they value my feelings and support me no matter what. Once again, I would like to thank Yes Spirituality for giving me this spectacular opportunity to express my artistic talent. Thank you.
Thank you, Adya, for sharing your thoughts, and congratulations once again. So we move on to the next award. Adrija Parmar, she's receiving this certificate for a painting titled The Symphony of Nature. And here's a glimpse of her beautiful creation. Adrija, are you here?
Yes,
Hello, congratulations.
thank you. Um, Good evening, everyone. My name is Adrija Parmar, and I'm happy to be here today. Thank you to the organizers, judges, and my school, the MIS, for this award. I'd like to talk about my painting. The theme of my painting is gratitude to nature, and the name is The Symphony of Nature. Um, I realized that nature is important in our everyday life. We depend on nature for everything, but we often don't think about it or appreciate it. In my painting, I have shown trees, mountains, rain to highlight how nature supports all living beings. My idea was to show that we should not take these things for granted. Today, we see problems like pollution, cutting of trees, and waste in our rivers. If we are truly to nature, we should also protect it. Even small actions can help, such as saving water, planting more trees, using less plastic, and keeping our surroundings clean. I'm thankful that I can enjoy fresh air, greenery, and open spaces. I have learned that showing gratitude is not about saying thank you, but also about being responsible. Through my painting, I want to remind everyone that caring for nature is important for our future. Thank you once again for this recognition. I'm happy to receive this award.
Thank you, Adrija. Congratulations once again. Next, the award goes to Adrika Maji for a painting and a poem as well on sincerity and gratitude. Congratulations, Adrika. We would like to hear from you.
Hello, everyone. I'm very grateful for receiving this award, and I'm very thankful for all of the organizers for supporting such an attempt that inspires the seeds of wisdom within us. I got the inspiration for my painting around the time of Saraswati Puja. My mother suggested that a poem would nicely complement it. So I made a poem and wrote a painting. I made a painting and wrote a poem about Mahasaraswati, who to me shows the importance of being sincere and grateful. My poem shows various expressions of nature's offerings of sincerity and gratitude. My painting represents Mahasaraswati as a symbol of sincerity and knowledge. The angels represent gratitude by offering the flower of sincerity. The other parts of the painting represent the things that support us on our path, such as the lamp that shines from the divine to guide us on our way. The swans represent purity needed for sincerity. The heart symbolizes love of gratitude. And the tree represents the connection between sincerity and gratitude. I think this painting symbolizes all that supports us when we are on the spiritual journey. If we are sincere and grateful to the divine, then the divine will help and guide us on our path. Thank you again for this opportunity.
Thank you, Adrika. Yeah, so next we present the award to Anushka for a painting titled Two Wings of the Soul, but I choose sincerity to fly high.
Okay, hi everyone. This is Anushka. I'm currently pursuing my graduation from Lady Shram College for Women, University of Delhi. Firstly, I would like to thank the Yes Spirituality team for organizing the Sunlight Path Award competition every year, which gives young students the opportunity to show their creativity. Talking about my experience, it was truly wonderful to participate. I also remember that Ramesh Vijlani sir was invited for a speaker session at our college and he spoke about this competition. That's when I got to know about it and then I applied. And painting was my chosen medium of expression. For this competition, my painting shows two key virtues that help a person grow: sincerity and gratitude. The left side in warm golden colors represents sincerity. The transparent heart and the small plant show that when we are sincere, we grow from within and stay true to ourselves. The right side in cool blue tone represents gratitude. The praying hands, feathers, and stars symbolize peace, thankfulness, and a calm connection with life. In the center, the scale leans towards sincerity because this is the virtue I chose. For me, sincerity is the base of everything. When we are true, gratitude naturally follows. Sincerity keeps us grounded in truth. I choose sincerity because it keeps me true even in silence. Because even without words, truth shines. And lastly, again, thank you so much for providing us with such a good opportunity. It was truly a wonderful experience for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Anushka. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, this was a special entry from Aparna Pathak. She didn't really fall in the age category that we had given, but we still appreciate that she shared her creation with all of us. Aparna, congratulations. If you're here, we would like to hear from you. Okay, let's move on to our next award. This is presented to Babita Parida for an essay titled Sincerity, Gratitude, Best Friends Forever. Congratulations, Babita. Are you here? We would like to hear from you. Moving on to the next award. Chinmay Pandey. She's receiving this certificate for a painting titled Gratitude. And let's have a glimpse of her art. Congratulations, Chinmay.
Thank you so much.
Hi. Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Chinmay, and I submitted this painting because, well, I really liked the initial idea of trying to, sort of compare and contrast two very, say, important values that people see today. Also, like the entire process of making this painting, like gave me an epiphany that gratitude is not something that you would only feel as an emotion, but it's also something that you really have to cultivate as a value and just learn to be grateful for things that come your way, because even if they are bad, or even if they are something that you don't quite want, they do teach you a lesson that stays with you for a very long time. And throughout this painting, I kept thinking about all the things, all the people, all the events in my life that I am grateful for, and that have contributed to making me who I really am today and the kind of person I am. And I just put down colors that I thought really corresponded with those people and with those events. So the entire purpose of the string-like or ribbon-like structures is, to show the sort of intermingled, like how we're all connected with each other, and how gratitude just makes us feel like we're not really alone in anything that we do. And thank you so much for this award.
Thank you for sharing your insights. Congratulations. Next award is presented to Dhwani Sharma for a painting titled Light from Within.
Good evening. My name is Dhwani Sharma, and I am honored to be one of the awardees today. My journey in art has been a steady process of learning, practicing, and understanding how ideas turn into visual expression. For this competition, I created a drawing of a girl looking into a mirror with her heart and eyes glowing. The meaning behind this piece is that real strength and confidence come from within. The glowing elements represent inner light, a reminder that self belief and self reflection help us recognize our own potential. Working on this artwork helped me think more deeply about how simple symbols can carry a clear message. What inspires me are everyday details, expressions, colors, emotions, and the small moments people often overlook. I also find inspiration in how people understand themselves, which is why I enjoy creating art connected to reflection and inner feelings. These observations help me to explore new ideas and experiment with different ways of expressing them. My aspirations are to continue improving my skills and to learn techniques that help me communicate ideas more effectively. I hope to explore different styles, strengthen my creativity, and grow more confident in my work. My goal is to keep progressing step by step and take on challenges that help me develop as an artist. I would also like to thank the organizers for this recognition and for supporting young artists. I'm truly grateful for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Dhwani. Congratulations. The next award is presented to Faliksha Talwar for an essay titled Importance of Sincerity and Gratitude as Key Virtues. We can see some excerpts from the essay. Congratulations, Faliksha. Are you here?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Is it okay if I could keep my camera off as I'm traveling?
Yeah, that's all right. Please go ahead. Yeah.
I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to the organizers and the distinguished judges for providing this platform and for acknowledging my work. This award motivates me to continue improving, learning, and engaging with themes that challenge my understanding and broaden my thinking. Writing this essay allowed me to reflect deeply on how meaningful virtues shape our character and guide the choices we make. This achievement really motivates me to continue towards higher standards of thought and expression and to keep challenging myself. I'm truly grateful for this recognition and for the encouragement it brings as I continue to grow in my journey. This entire experience has been incredibly inspiring. It has shown me the power of thoughtful expression and reminded me how meaningful it is when our ideas are understood and appreciated. This recognition motivates me to keep growing as a writer, to participate in more competitions, and to continue pushing myself to think more critically and express myself with greater clarity and confidence. Thank you.
Thank you, Faliksha. The next award is presented to Elisha Mishra for a poem titled Sincerity and Gratitude. Congratulations, Elisha. Please go ahead. Yeah.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I'm Elisha Mishra. I've been writing poems since I was about 5 years old, so poetry has always been a hobby very close to my heart. When I heard about this competition, I saw it as a chance to express myself, not just to compete. The theme, gratitude and sincerity, felt meaningful to me because those are feelings we experience every day but don't always put into words. While working on my poem, I found myself thinking about the people, moments, and memories I'm truly thankful for. I kept rewriting and adjusting the lines, not to make it perfect, but to make sure it felt honest. That's something I've learned over the years. Poetry works best when it's real. Participating in this competition was a really special experience. I enjoyed the challenge and most of all reminded me why I started writing poems in the first place to, es- to express emotions that feel too big for everyday conversation. Overall, taking part in this competition helped me learn and be grateful for the gratitude given by others and learn the true values of the mother and Aurobindo. Thank you.
Thank you, Elisha. The next award is presented to Kaustubh Gupta for an essay titled Sincerity over Gratitude.
Hi everyone. Thank you to the judges for selecting me. This is Kaustubh from Mothers International School. I'm elated and honored to have received the SUNLIT Award for my essay writing competition on the topic Sincerity over Gratitude. My inspiration to pen my thoughts down on this topic was an amalgamation of my experiences at school and in my personal life. I have been a witness to the impact that expressing gratitude has on my near and dear ones, lightening their faces up with mesmerizing smiles, including me. Simultaneously, sincerity is a value that only a few retain and maintain, that allows them to be determined, focused, and goal oriented. I have seen and reaped the fruits of my sincerity in different facets of my life, leading to an astonishing resolve towards nurturing this unique but pertinent value. I hope my thoughts ignited a spark of belief towards sincerity and gratitude. I would like to thank the organizers for this wondrous opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kaustubh. Congratulations. The next award is presented to Parushni Mishra for a poem titled Where the Soul Doesn't Whisper. Here's a glimpse of her creation.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. I'm Parushni Mishra, and being here today, I feel incredibly honored. So when I first submitted the poem, I wasn't actually thinking about prizes or recognition. I genuinely enjoyed the thought of me writing on such a topic because this felt like somewhat a challenge to me. I genuinely enjoyed working on each line, reflecting on it, trying to perfect it, and making it sound at the same time, making it sound true. I wrote from a place within me, which I think people often overlook, and we don't introspect on it enough. This space has always held great significance for me, though. Being a part of the Mothers International School, I have been encouraged to spend more time with this part of myself. But even before joining the school, I felt that thinking about spirituality, not in its purest form, but in my own way, brought me a certain sense of calm and clarity. Participating in this competition taught me that creativity, it flows better when we stop trying to impress and we start trying to express our feelings. So uh, this competition became much more than an event for me. It became a moment of returning to myself. And winning this prize is an honor, but what I value even more is the experience of creating something that felt authentic And more than anything, I've discovered a newfound interest not only in writing poetry, but also in discovering the deeper and quieter aspects of spirituality. Thank you, everyone, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Parashnu.
Thank you so much.
The next award is presented to Pranjal Srivastav for an essay on gratitude and sincerity. Here are some excerpts from the essay. Congratulations, Pranjal. Are you here? Okay, so let's move on to the next award. This award is presented to Priyanshi Srivastav for a poem on gratitude and sincerity. Congratulations, Priyanshi. If you are here, we would like to hear from you. So the next award is presented to Raina Jain for a poem titled Midas and the Weight of Gold.
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, congratulations, Raina. Please go ahead.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. It is an honor to receive this award for my poem. I would like to thank, yes, spirituality for awarding me this piece. So, when I first wrote this piece, I wanted to reimagine the old myth of King Midas, not just as a story of greed, but as a mirror we can hold up to ourselves. In my poem, Midas becomes more than a character. He becomes a reflection of the world we live in today, a world that often measures value in wealth, status, or the things we can accumulate. But as I wrote, I realized the true weight of the poem rested not on gold, but on what gold cannot give. So, I would like to thank all for this award, and receiving this award means a great deal to me, not because of recognition, but because it tells me that the message of the poem reached someone. Thank you.
Thank you. The next award is presented to Samaira Chawla for a poem titled In the Garden of Virtues. Congratulations, Samaira. Are you here?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Respected judges, teachers, and my dear friends. Today, I stand before you to speak about two beautiful virtues that shape the essence of our character: sincerity and gratitude. Sincerity is like a mirror, pure and clear. It reflects the truth of our soul without distortion or disguise. And a sincere heart speaks honestly, acts faithfully, and builds trust that stands firm even in the strongest storms. On the other hand, gratitude is a gentle flower that blooms even in the simplest moments of life. It teaches us to see beauty in what we often take for granted. A grateful heart transforms ordinary experience into extraordinary blessings. If we are ever asked to choose between sincerity and gratitude, the truth is uh, you should not ever forget. These virtues are not rivals, they're companions. Sincerity creates honesty, and gratitude nurtures kindness. Together, they form a harmony that uplifts not only ourselves but also everyone around us. So let us embrace both. Let sincerity guide our truth, and gratitude warm our hearts. Because when we walk hand in hand, the heel of spirit strengthen our humanity and inspire a world that shines a little brighter. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Samaira. The next award is presented to Sanya for a poem titled If I Must Choose. Congratulations, Sanya.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. I'm truly honored to receive this recognition at the SUNLIT PATH Awards. When I submitted my poem, I never imagined it would reach this stage. I simply wrote what I felt in my heart, and this journey has shown me how powerful honest expression can be. This competition really helped me trust my own voice. Writing and submitting the poem felt like a small step of confidence and self-discovery. I also want to share something personal. Ramesh Pishlani sir, when you visited our college for that session, I was genuinely inspired. Your words gave me the courage to write freely and submit my work. Thank you for that motivation. My sincere thanks to the organizers for giving young writers such a supportive platform and to everyone who read my poem. I'm also grateful to my family and friends for always encouraging me. This award inspires me to keep writing and to continue walking through my own sunlit path. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sanya. The next award is presented to Sarbani Chawla for a painting titled Honest Reflection, Sincerity.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sarbani Chawla, and I'm really thankful for the Yes Spirituality for organizing this. I'm so glad that I won this Sunlit Path Awards. For the first time, I've actually ever participated in this competition, in which there's actually essays and poems too, not only art. And I chose an art to express my views on sincerity. My painting depicts on an honest reflection where a girl is gazing in the mirror with different emotions outside. This tells one should remove all pretenses and live authentically. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations, Sarbat.
Thank you, ma'am.
The next award is presented to Shaurya Garg for a poem titled Sincerity a Solace, Gratitude All Grace. Here are some excerpts from his work. Congratulations, Shaurya. Are you here?
Thank you. Yes, I am here.
Hi. Yeah.
So, my name is Shaurya Garg, and first of all, I would like to say that I'm truly delighted to be here in the ceremony today. And I'd like to share a few thoughts about this entire event. So, this competition has been really different and refreshing for me, I would say, because this is the only competition where you'll actually find art being combined with a spiritual connection, and this actually urges us, the youth, to instill values and virtues such as sincerity and gratitude at a young age, which I've myself mentioned in my poem. And as students of the Mother as Sri Aurobindo, I believe that it is only natural for us that under their guidance, we follow the spiritual path. And this event only serves as a first stepping stone towards achieving that goal, the vision which they have imagined for us. And I like to say that this award shall continue to motivate me to further delve deep into the world of spirituality, to increase my spiritual awareness. And in the end, I'd like to say that this award shall continue to inspire me to further pursue the fields of spirituality, and it shall remind me and all of us to constantly to uphold these virtues. Thank you.
Thank you, Shaurya. The next award is presented to Srishti Sharma for an essay titled Why I Chose Sincerity Over Gratitude. Congratulations, Srishti.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning, good evening, everybody. So, being a part of the Sunlit Awards has been one of the most genuine experiences of my life because, like, when I saw this topic, why, like, when saw this topic, sincerity and gratitude, I didn't sit at my desk thinking about winning or competing. I began writing simply out of curiosity, and I wanted to know what I'm to what I am without filters and expectations. As I wrote, I realized why sincerity matters so deeply to me. Gratitude is important, but it often comes after something happens. Sincerity, on the other hand, is present in every moment. It is the honesty in our intentions and the truth in our actions, and the courage to be the same person privately that we appear to be publicly. Choosing sincerity means choosing clarity and choosing to show up as real self even when no one is watching. And that to me is far more powerful and long lasting. What makes this experience unforgettable is what happened next. What I learned, what I later learned, when I later learned that my essay had actually won an award, I felt genuinely surprised because I wasn't rewarded for trying to sound impressive. I was appreciated for being honest. That moment taught me something that I'll carry or that I will always carry with me. Sincerity does not need decoration. When your words come from a real place, they naturally connect with others. The Sunlit Path Awards gave me more than a recognition. It gave me confidence in my voice and reminded me that curiosity, honesty, and sincerity can lead us to outcomes that we never expect. This journey has been stayed with me and it continues to shape how I think, speak, and chose to live. Thank you, ma'am, and thank you for all those who gave me this opportunity and award.
Thank you, Srishti. The next award is presented to Taruvar Jain for a poem titled Sincerity and Gratitude. Congratulations, Taruvar. If you're here, we would like to hear from you.
Hello, hi. Yeah, good evening, everyone. I'm Tarwar, and I'm currently in class 9. I wrote this poem, Sincerity and Gratitude, back when I was in class 8. Standing here today, receiving the Sunlit Path Award, I'm honestly honored and stunned in a best way. I didn't write this poem aiming for anything big, just sitting in my own thoughts, trying to understand what really makes a person feel grounded. With all that noise, two spirit virtues keep standing out to me, gratitude and sincerity. Sincerity felt like the starting point, showing up your true self, no masks, no pretending. I always believed that you didn't require fancy words to show your sincerity. People felt it through your actions, energy, and your honesty, and your just personality, and all. The idea became the heartbeat of the poem. Then came in gratitude, but in a gentler way, I would say. The thing that lifts you even on your worst days. It's the small moments that turn into something meaningful. But I also realize that gratitude only matters when it's genuine, not when it's fake, and everyone really teaches at that. And that's why I wrote this poem about sincerity, leading the way, because once you're truly honest, real gratitude follows naturally. So this poem was basically me trying to understand myself better, who I am, who I want to be, and what actually matters with all the noise around us. I never expected it to connect to anyone beyond my own notebook, but this award really has shown me when you write a poem from a real place, from a genuine heart, people genuinely feel it. I just want to thank the Sunlight Path team for seeing value in my words. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you, Taruvar. The next award is presented to Tejasvi Sahu for an essay titled Where Truth Begins, Gratitude Follows. Congratulations, Tejasvi. Are you here?
Yeah.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. So, good evening, everyone. First of all, I feel truly honored to receive this prize, and I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to the organizers of the Sunlit Path Awards competition for giving young students like us a platform to express our thoughts and creativity. When I decided to participate, I never imagined my entry would be selected, and I took it as an opportunity to challenge myself and reflect deeply on the topic, sincerity and gratitude. Writing the essay made me realize how powerful these values are in shaping our character and guiding us through life. It wasn't just about completing an assignment, it became a journey of understanding what truly matters, both in school and beyond. I would like to thank my teachers and my family for always supporting me and inspiring me. I really think that each one of us has learned something meaningful through this experience, and that is a success in itself. Thank you once again for this honor. It really means a lot, and I will always remember it as a milestone in my life.
Thank you. The next award is presented to Yogine Maji. I hope I'm not pronouncing your name wrong, for a story titled God is There for You, Seeds of Sincerity. Here are some excerpts. Congratulations. Are you here? Yeah.
Hi. Yeah. So hello everyone, and I am very thankful for the award and to the organizers for this opportunity to show my creation. Writing this story was actually an adventure, and when I got this story idea, I got this when helping my mother load the dishwasher. When I usually share lots of inspirations. That's how it took birth. My short story shows that fate has its own way to make things better. When there is true sincerity of effort and a vision for the better self, nothing can stop that dream. At the beginning, my main character, Heaven, was actually very mean, but when he took the and he was avoiding the seeds of sincerity, but the seeds motivated him towards kindness. As the divine grace in form of the wind and pushed him away from the path of power to the path of kindness and sincerity. Vahan's very nature was to fight against everything that tried to help him. It Heaven took the seeds and got motivated to be kind, and he tried very hard to progress. His hope kept Heaven's dream alive in spite of setbacks, and he humbled at the end. This took great bravery, as it took him 14 years to make changes. At last, he succeeded with faith and power by the divine grace in form of the Divine Mother. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Congratulations once again.
And my name is Yogan.
Yogan. Okay. Thank you. So, heartiest congratulations to all of you. And thank you so much for sharing your thoughts and insights today. I feel we are truly fortunate to witness such beautiful and inspiring creativity from today's young minds. Really, thank you so much. We are truly grateful for your participation. And I request Dr. Ramesh Bijlani, sir, we would like to hear from you.
Thank you, Arunima. Congratulations to all those who have received the certificates. And I'm glad that the age range we had was starting with 10 years onwards. And I think the last speaker, the last one, Yogin, is actually about 10. And we also have one more student from class 6 who would be 10 or 11. So what it has shown is that it doesn't really need one to be very old chronologically to be able to have mature and really wonderful ideas. Uh, One can be chronologically very young and the soul can be quite old. That's the type of evidence we have seen today. The age range that we had was from 10 to 25, and the majority of the participants were from the Mothers International School. Uh, Again, one would think that those who are in class 10 or 12 have the board exam coming and they would have no time for anything else. But we did have one participant, I think, Rana, from class 12. So that was again very heartening. So many of you said that you were not really expecting any prize, which is very good. One should not expect outcome, particularly in terms of reward and recognition. the joy is in participation. And then you said that you did not really make much of an effort to write in a particular way and things like that, and that you just wrote what came from your heart. In fact, that is the best type of writing, what you write from the heart, and that is what was very appealing. Uh, we had some students from college, Anushka, who said that she's from the Lady Shri Ram College, and I wish we had more participants from other institutions, other colleges, and from across the world. I think from these two brother and sister, Yogin and his sister Adrija, Adrika, who participated last year too. Adrika was there last year too. They live in Canada, but I'm glad that gradually we are getting more and more participants, and the fact that the majority were from the Mothers International School is quite understandable, because that's where they are getting exposed to an atmosphere which is unique in itself, spiritually uplifting, and those who have that type of an opening find that they have an opportunity to uh, express it. And this was yet one more attempt to help them express what is going on within. And as many of you said, that actually what you enjoyed was that you got an opportunity to express in multiple ways. As one of you appreciated that this is probably the first competition in which you could express yourself in multiple ways through something that you wrote, whether it was an essay or a poem or a story. And you could express yourself through a painting. And of course, there was an option to express yourself also through a video, although we didn't get any video participation, but you had a wide variety of expressions available. Now, what exactly is the sunlit path? As you know, was shown in the opening slide, a sunlit path comes from a quote from Savitri, and of course, the mother has also used it at a few places. So that is what it means is that the path, which is so well lit that you can see clearly where it is going, what the surroundings are, and that is the type of light that is available only on the path which is based on truth, because only truth has that type of a light. So it is that path. While the path is a relatively easy way of approaching God, that's what Sri Aurobindo says in the first line, no, that there are relatively easy ways to get to God, and these are the paths which are lit by the truth and therefore have the sunlight. So they are very clear, and you can walk on them. But at the same time, very few are those who actually walk this, because instead of going to the deepest levels where the truth resides in us, where we will be able to get that type of clarity which you have in sunlight, most of the time we are walking uh, guided by our ordinary minds, which may be compared to a torchlight. The torchlight cannot give you in fact, no type of light can compete with the light of the sun. So whether it's a torch or a earthen lamp or a bulb or whatever it is, none of these things can compete with the sunlight. But same time, few walk those paths. Now, uh, this might inspire more and more people to, in fact, go deeper within and look for that clarity which resides within us and can show us the path, the type of light that belongs to the divine, and can reveal the truth and the path based on that truth. So that is essentially what the sunlit path is, and that's why this name. There are some other incentives also that we have for such young people in the form of scholarships, which can be given to those who want to do something unique, by way of which they can contribute something to the society while they are still in school or while they are in college, or when they have just finished with college and want to take a break. So these are all various other types of opportunities that are available. And one award, which we call the Sun-Eyed Children Award, is given to those who have already taken a conscious decision to choose an unconventional career, because that was the career in which they found that they could make a difference to the world. So if they have been in that career for 5 or 10 years already, then that is the type of people who receive that Sun-Eyed Children Award. So these are some of the schemes that we have, and the overall objective, as you can see, is to spot, discover, and encourage such young people who sometimes may not fit in because they are not understood, because they may not be still in the majority. They may not be understood by their peer group, they may not be understood by their parents, by their teachers, by the society in general, but somewhere deep within they know that they are right. But when they are understood so little, sometimes they start having doubts. Am I really right, or is everybody else right? Or even if I'm right, am I just being crazy and impractical? So these are the type of questions which such young people have. So in this platform, we try and sort of uh, tell them in one way that they are understood, loved, and we are here to support and encourage them. And those who may have some doubts, uh, doubts about existential matters, about who really I am, what the purpose of human life is, or they're having difficulty in choosing a career, or they are having problems because of relationship issues, which is very natural in young age. Relationships build up, and then one also has problems because we are not able to choose the right person, or we are not able to give to the relationship what it demands. So if they have any such issues, we have highly subsidized counseling service also available. So you can get to us so that you can get that type of counseling from 3 different experts in these 3 different areas. So these are some of the things I thought I'll share with this young audience. So with that, thank you once again for participating in the competition, and congratulations to all of you. We'll soon reach you with the hard copy of the certificate, a few books, and some cash prize which will go to your bank accounts.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bizlani, sir. You have already given all the important information. So, a quick information that the recording of today's online event will be published on the Yes Spirituality YouTube channel. I have shared the link as well in the chat box, and you can visit the channel and explore content on yoga, education, spirituality, and subjects like psychology and wellness. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining today. And congratulations once again. We'll close today's session now with a moment of peaceful silence. Namaste.